afternoon. It's Adam Quatrini, joined with Vince Quatrini for another Legal Tip Tuesday. On the previous Legal Tip Tuesday that we just did, we left you with an air of suspense. What happens after your first hearing? Vince?
So you've testified, told your story. Now the insurance company gets an opportunity to send you to a doctor of their choice. They like to call it an independent medical evaluation, but it's really a doctor they've chosen to give them a consultative opinion. So Adam, what happens at this so-called independent medical evaluation?
Well, first of all, you have to go to it. And at this particular evaluation, you will meet with another doctor. There's no patient-doctor relationship between the two of you. So it's not like going to your treating physician. They'll do a physical evaluation and maybe ask to take a couple diagnostic tests, maybe an x-ray. You will not be in that room with that doctor very long, but you will leave after a brief period of time. That doctor will then write up a narrative report, which is sent to us and to you, and then we review that narrative report and what exactly is found in that narrative report.
So before I go to that point, I wanted to let you know that in our office, we'll send you a do's and don'ts list to give you some preparation for this interaction with the IME doctor. And we'll also ask you to write your comments about what happened as you leave that evaluation. To Adam's point, that report is going to outline what transpired in the evaluation, but you'll be surprised. There's a lot more in that report than went on that 5 or 10 minutes you spent with the doctor, because their doctor got those records from the insurance company and they fill in the blanks. So don't be disappointed. You're not going to get a cure from this doctor. You're not even going to get any direction from this doctor. He or she is designed to consult for the insurance company and try to put their best foot forward. Now, Adam, what happens? We have our doctor's opinion. They have their doctor's opinion. What's the next step?
So we take depositions. That's when we sit down with your treating physician, the independent medical evaluation physician, and we take their testimony. And it's our job to make sure that we present your doctor's testimony in the strongest light for the judge. And on the other hand, cross-examine the IME doctor with all of the medical evidence in your testimony.
Right, we get to pick apart the errors, the omissions that doctor has not included, or a misstatement that doctor has made about what happened. That's why we ask you to comment on that report. So, all right, we've gone to our doctor's office, we've asked questions, they've cross-examined, and by the way, that's all typed up. That's called a transcript. They did the same thing. Now, back to your point earlier, we're about 4 or 5 months down the road. What happens with our client's case?
Generally, we go to a mediation. A mediation is an opportunity to settle your case for a lump sum amount of money. Now, there's a lot more detail that goes into that, but it's a nice opportunity with an impartial workers' compensation judge, with us and their defense attorney, to sit down, discuss issues, go back and forth on what numbers we believe are acceptable to settle your case. And it's important to know that everything that happens at that mediation is confidential. It doesn't go back in front of the judge who's hearing your case. And secondly, nothing has to happen at that mediation. And that is what is important to know. But it's also an opportunity to discuss different issues aside from just numbers And if your case does settle, there's still a final hearing where you have to go before the judge. And if it does not settle, then what happens?
So then the case will be decided by your first judge. He or she will take your testimony, your doctor's testimony, their doctor's testimony, and somebody from the company if they've disputed how it happened. And we write arguments to the judge why we should win. They write arguments to the judge why they should win. And the judge will issue a long decision outlining all of the evidence and declaring whether the claim petition has been granted or it's been denied.
And importantly, that is a simplistic overview of the system and how everything transpires. Vince, how long have you been doing this?
47 years.
That's the key ingredient. You get 47 years of experience along the ride, telling you what is going to happen and giving you 47 years of advice on what to do, what not to do, and how to proceed in your case.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. And as we close here today, we want you to know this. You are the most important person in the room. This is the first time you've done this. You're worried, you're scared. We know that. We're here to try to ease those worries, to let you know that we will fight for you as hard as we have to, but we'll always give you realistic advice.
And that's Adam Quatrini with Vince Quatrini for another Legal Tip Tuesday. See you next time.